wet. It's raining. It is day number 49 on our Coast to Coast tour. Yesterday was kind of a wash. Hitched a ride down here to Richmond, Indiana. So we're right on the border of Ohio. So we're going to cross over into Ohio in just a few minutes and heading to Cedarville today, the home of Cedarville University, my alma mater. So we're going to go there and actually meet some people that I know and have a night. And then we head off to Columbus after that. We had 66 miles to ride that day into Ohio, another state.
That's right.
Woke up, it was foggy, rainy,
Yeah.
and kind of a miserable morning, but we didn't see lightning, didn't hear thunder, so.
Rain we can deal with.
Rain is no problem.
Right.
Which it ended up sort of clearing off after a while.
I mean, let's face it, we rode through Yellowstone in 40-degree weather
40
in the
degree
rain. So this was nothing.
This was nothing, yeah. So it was actually humid and.
Yeah, it was.
So, but it was a 66-mile day all the way to Cedarville, Ohio. As we came into Dayton, we came to a firehouse.
That's right. It was right hand side of the road.
And what did? We go in. They were outside washing the fire truck.
That's right. And it was like an older fire hall.
It was, yeah.
They had some really nice old equipment and stuff. Older.
We had a great conversation with these guys.
Real nice guys.
They said they were one of the busier firehouses in the city, on the west side there. But great guys. And they told us about this market that was downtown.
Second Street
Market. Second Street, like a farmer's market type thing. And so we made our way to the farmer's market and had lunch there.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. Great coffee, great food, just all kinds of food and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of a bougie place, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Once we crossed the river into Dayton, we were on bike trails.
Yes.
Ohio
has some incredible,
amazing
bike trails.
They actually have a trail called the Erie to Ohio, and it goes from Lake Erie in Cleveland all the way to Cincinnati, to the Cincinnati River, to Ohio River. So that's why it's called Erie to Ohio. And coming through Dayton is part of that route.
Yes.
And so we ended up, from that point in Ohio, we were on bike trails for the next 2 or 3 days. Yeah.
Turn right onto Creekside Trail, Ohio Bicycle Route 2. Then slide right to stay on Creekside Trail.
Rode all the way to Cedarville, stopped and we heard this roar, or heard something.
Yeah.
Like, what
Loud
is that?
engines. Yes.
Loud engines.
Yes.
And right beside the trail, there was a, what do you call those things?
Drag strip.
Drag strip.
Uh-huh.
And they were all kinds of crazy looking dragsters.
Yeah, a bunch of guys with their souped up vehicles, and they were just racing against each other.
Just a bunch of good old boys racing their cars. So stop and watch that for a few minutes. Then rode into Cedarville, where I met a friend who he was in the university there, was part of the staff of the university when I was there at Cedarville, and he took us to dinner. We had
Yes,
pizza.
he did. Now, I got to say, when we get to Cedarville, we pull up into Cedarville. The hotel is like right there.
It's like right off the path.
I mean, it's like right there.
Yeah, the bike path is here, the hotel's right next to it.
Really nice. One of my favorite hotels in the trip.
It was great.
Really nice.
Good morning, world. It is day number 50. Can't believe it's day number 50. We are here in Cedarville, Ohio, heading to Columbus today.
It's wet, it's raining, but it's wonderful. Nice and cool, comfortable rain, kind of miserable, but it makes a good story.
51 miles to Columbus. Probably one of the flattest parts of the ride.
That's true.
All on rail trails, 100%. Because I was kind of worried originally. I was worried about coming into Columbus because, you know, the big city, urban areas. Sometimes the outer urban areas aren't quite as nice. And we did see some of that.
We did see a little bit.
I remember the one homeless camp we saw, though. It was probably the neatest homeless camp I've ever seen. They had garbage cans out by the trail.
That's right. Yeah,
they had kept it all cleaned up.
They had like a path cut into the brush.
Had it all cleaned up. But it was a little sketchy riding into Columbus.
It was.
There was some pretty sketchy areas where, like, yeah, we're not stopping for anybody because there was some sketchy looking people on
Conrad
the trail.
said, don't say nothing to anybody.
Yeah, we're just riding. Just go. And not stopping for anybody because, yeah, it was probably not the safest area to ride into.
Oh, boy.
But so we just kept on moving. And we stayed at in the short north area of Columbus. We had an Airbnb there. Columbus was doing their fireworks event that night on the 3rd. Mm-hmm. So, and this was, so Columbus would have been a 2-day break for us. So it had a day off on the 4th. Anyway, we met the fire chief.
That's right. Real nice guy.
Got introduced to the fire chief, and he invited us to a picnic that they were having over at one of their facilities there. And so we went over there and met a bunch of firefighters. And
that's right.
But then, the next morning,
wow.
When you're on a bike ride, you're always on a quest for food.
Yeah.
And not only just any food, but good food.
Oh, yeah, the breakfast place.
Good food. And so I'm always looking for good coffee as well. And in downtown Columbus in the short north, we found the perfect breakfast spot. In fact, I've been back to this spot now probably 4 times since.
You keep sending me pictures. Torturing me.
So just up the street and around the corner, maybe a mile away from our Airbnb off the short north there was, what was it called?
Fox in the Snow.
The Fox in the Snow. Mm-hmm. The best coffee shop, breakfast place, the best breakfast sandwich ever.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Just bar none. And then the cinnamon rolls.
The pastries were incredible.
Pastries were to die for. I could eat myself silly there.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had a fantastic breakfast. Mm-hmm. Good morning and happy Independence Day from downtown Columbus, Ohio, in front of the State House. Right here in Columbus, we have a day off. We have a rest day. But look, we're riding bikes. Then we had looked for activities going on in Columbus for July 4th. And we heard about this event that they have, and right there in the area where we were staying, called the Doodah Parade.
Doodah Parade.
I'm like, what is that?
All I can say is wow.
Indeed, wow.
Oh my gosh.
And as we read about it, it said that anybody can be in the parade.
Anybody.
Yes. It's a political satire parade every July 4th in this area of Columbus. I think the original one started in San Francisco. I read someplace, but then Columbus picked it up.
Makes a lot of sense.
Right? We have bikes. We have purpose.
We have advertising.
Let's go ride in the parade.
Why not?
And that we did.
Yikes.
And here's some footage. But it was fun. Doodah Parade, that was fun.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting us join. They actually gave us some flags.
All right.
American flags. We put it on the back of our bikes then, had them for the rest of the trip. Mm-hmm. And so that was, it was a fun day.
It was fun.
So the next day we get up and Today we head up to Mount Vernon, Ohio, and we have 50 some miles, mostly on the trails. And we are excited because we are less than 2 weeks from our finale.
It was kind of a trick to get out of Columbus
Yeah, it was.
to get to the trail. But once we got to the trail, we were good until we weren't.
Are you kidding? Bridge closed. Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Because we rode through this park,
Yes. Uh-huh.
and
Ball
there was no
fields and
signs.
stuff.
There was no signs that there was trouble ahead.
Everything looked good.
Everything looked good until we came to a fence across the road, across the trail.
Yes.
Bridge out.
And we could see it was out. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. There was a river, creek on there, and there was construction equipment there.
No warning.
No warning, just
Yes.
bridge out. But then it was like a mile and a half backtracking.
Yeah, at least.
A mile and a half, 2 miles backtracking
Yes.
to get out of them to go around it. And we get on surface streets then and figure out a way to get around it. There's a lot of trees, a lot of just covered areas, you know. But I highly recommend the bike path across Ohio. It's fantastic.
I like to
But
ride
we
the whole
get to
thing.
Mount Vernon, and we had another issue.
Yeah. Power went out.
Power went out, and it was a bright sunny day. It wasn't
Yeah.
like there was storms. No power in the hotel. No power all downtown, and we were hungry.
We went to a restaurant. Sorry.
Can't
No
cook.
power.
No power. We walked around downtown because the hotel we stayed at was the Mount Vernon Grand. It was right downtown. Beautiful hotel. But there was nothing within walking distance within the downtown area that had food until we saw a barbecue trailer, like a food truck type of place.
Exactly.
And we're like, oh, you guys opening?
There's a generator running too.
The generator running.
Right.
So we're, oh, you guys open? No, we're not. We're kind of getting our supplies and taking them home so they don't ruin. And he's like, what are you guys doing? So we talked, and here, this guy was a firefighter, retired firefighter.
Exactly.
That had a barbecue truck. And he was like, well, I got some barbecue. I'll make you a sandwich.
It's still warm.
So they gave us barbecue sandwiches. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
That
And
was-
and it was free.
It was free.
He just gave it to us.
He just gave it to us.
Gave us some drinks, water.
Gave us
Great.
Great place to stay. If you're ever in Mount Vernon, Ohio, come stay at the Grand Hotel. It's fantastic. Great breakfast. Highly recommend it. Today we head over to Holmes County, Ohio, where we are going to stay with my cousin tonight. Looking forward to seeing some family. And then we're heading toward Pittsburgh.
Hey!
Good morning. We're on the Ohio Trail. It's amazing. Come on, every state, catch up with Ohio.
Yes. Great trail system. Great trail
So
system.
we were back on the bike trail.
Yep.
And we rode the bike trail all the way to Millersburg, and we came across what's called the Bridge of Dreams, I think. It's a big, long, covered bridge.
Oh, that's right.
And it was a part of the trail where the Amish buggies can take the trail as well. So we had to
Yep.
dodge some road apples along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
then we got off the road, off the trail, and we were going to cut over to Berlin, Ohio, and we went down this county road. And I really hadn't looked at these roads ahead of time.
Yeah, and you weren't familiar with them.
I was not familiar with them. And we hit a 1 mile long, 14% grade hill.
Straight up.
Yes. And it was probably in the high 80s temperature-wise
It was
that
hot.
day.
It was very hot.
And I got about halfway up, and I was like, ain't happening. I had to get off and push.
Same here.
And I remember John getting to the top. He was like, man, I was so glad you got off the bike.
Well, that wasn't the only hill we found out.
That wasn't the only hill that day.
No.
Because it was just a few miles later, there
We
was
hit
another
another one, and it
long,
was like-
gradual. It wasn't quite as steep,
No, but it was still
but it was
long.
long. It was really long.
And that's when we first saw the Amish
yeah,
in the area.
Amish buggies and
Flying
Amish,
past us on e-bikes.
they were all on
Man.
e-bike, passing us up the hill.
Blowing past us with a load.
It was like, what is wrong with this picture?
I know. Ladies in the ladies in dresses and stuff, just pedaling up these hills.
Paddling up but then we met my cousins for lunch
In Berlin.
and I felt bad because we were just like drenched in sweat. We were just like a
That's
mess,
right.
just a terrible mess.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. We are in Beach City, Ohio, staying at my cousin's house. We had a great time last night with some family and went out to the Amish Door restaurant. If you're ever in this part of the world, go to the Amish Door restaurant and eat up because it's good. It's great food. Anyway, today we are heading to Steubenville, Ohio, 70 miles and change.
70 and some change.
A lot of hills, so praying for strength today.
That's right, but it wasn't that bad.
There was a lot of hills,
There were, but it was rolling stuff.
rolling hills. Stopped
like
at a little
Iowa.
town halfway to have lunch in this little bar. Remember there? We had some kind of hot dogs, I think.
Yeah, or brats or something
Brats,
like that.
It was an interesting conversation with these guys.
It was. Yeah. It was good though.
It was very good. And then as we had one kind of a longer climb up this hill, and we came to a 4-lane that went all the way to Steubenville. And I was like, well, we've been on 4 lanes before, and it wasn't like an I-80 or an I-70, or
No,
it was just Route 22.
Route 22.
Route 22. And it's like, hey, this goes all the way to Steubenville.
Exactly. Straight shot.
Wide, 6 foot wide
Shoulders.
Thank you.
We're not
You're
6
coming
foot
into
wide. Maybe
coming into
4.
berm world, so
That's true.
once we get to Pennsylvania, you can use the word berm.
I've actually, I told you in the other room, I said shoulder, and you have to pause.
Yeah.
But the highway was actually really nice, just like the highways out west.
Yeah.
They don't have steep grades. They have long grades, but they're not that steep.
Yeah. So we took that all the way to Steubenville, and as we rode past one of the exits, John was like,
Sign there on that ramp said that no bikes allowed. Bicycles allowed.
I didn't see a sign.
So I must have misread it.
True story. I did not see a sign.
So I must have misread it.
And so if we were going to get stopped, and we did see a sheriff deputy, but he didn't do anything, I was like, I'll do the talking. Never saw a sign.
Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Because the other option that we would have had was very, very steep hills.
Yeah.
And this was not, it would not have been a fun way to end a 71-mile day. But we got to our hotel, which is kind of on a hill. It was kind of awkward to get to.
Nice views, though.
Nice views. Had Chinese dinner that night. Was that the first Chinese we had in the trip? I think maybe.
I think it was.
Yeah.
But it was convenient.
It's convenient. And then the next day, we're going to ride into Pennsylvania, and we'll save that for the next episode.